As for M23 is one party, there are even bigger parties to the problem. Do you want me to sympathize with the Kinshasa government that is actually the root cause of all these problems, or behind these problems we have today? Of course not. Do you want to question whether I would have any sympathies for M23? I will, based on facts and evidence. One, this is a group representing a bigger group of people that are being persecuted, that are actually being killed, that are being displaced. And we have so many refugees here in Rwanda, hundreds of thousands from that situation. And this is not the first time, by the way, they are fighting. So why does it come 10 years after? Secondly, they are being persecuted like that because they are being associated by the people in Rwanda. M23 say these are Tutsis, so they should go to Rwanda. But we are not, Rwanda is not the one that took them to Congo. So the issue of being sympathetic to M23 or to, I mean, actually, I wonder why wouldn't anybody be sympathetic to them? If anybody has a sense of judgment, correct judgment, of identifying the problem as it is. Would I sympathize with FDLR in Eastern Congo? Do you want me to sympathize with the militias the Wazalendo the government has put together to fight this ethnic war? Do you want me to sympathize with the Burundi that has entered this conflict on ethnic basis, that is also involved with the government in persecuting these people, or fighting them, or killing them? A government that actually has not been elected, be it the first time or the second time. And the only thing they do is to persecute people or cause more chaos, or just take everything for such a big country, and with all kinds of resources, human and otherwise, just for a small group of people. And they don't not only take everything by themselves, but they end up working against the rest, tens of millions of people. So why wouldn't, if anybody came up and questioned it, why would I have a problem with that? But it is different to say that I am part of it and supporting them to achieve that end goal. No, even if they would be right, like I'm saying, because of these questions that are raised all the time, I mean, it's none of my business to try and effect supporting them or do it for them to do the change that may be justified and they want to carry out. Here we are really mixing up things. For an entity, whichever it is in Congo, demanding its rights, first of all, of existence, secondly, of questioning those in power, how they are there or whether they should be there, and if they are there doing the wrong things every day, theoretically and logically, I can understand what they are talking about. Not a responsibility for Rwanda, because in our defensive measures, as we call it, there is no such a responsibility. Second, I think I would correct that. Actually, the majority of the 3,000 people talked about are soldiers of RDC and FDLR and others were supporting them in the fight. And Wazalendo. Yes, yeah, absolutely. They are the majority. They are, in fact, over 2,000. Maybe those who died that touched civilians are between around plus minus 500, I'm told. Also for various reasons that were inevitable, because where there is fighting, there is going to be all that kind of thing. And you cannot even know who was responsible for that. But for the militias, there was Arendos and the FARDC and FDLR. I mean, it is clear they died in the fighting. So you want to hold the people or anybody, whether it is Rwanda or anybody else, accountable for having killed the enemies that were fighting them. I don't understand the logic.